Do you believe it? Has it sunk in yet? I know you started a year and a half ago, and you know that if you were running as a Democrat in the Republican county, and even though your campaign certainly got a lot of momentum, you might have been an underdog for a long time. So I know it hasn't sunk in yet, but do you really believe what just happened?
You know, it's funny because I think saying I might have been an underdog is really being nice. I think that was definitely the perception. I always thought we had a great path here, just because of all of the wonderful grassroots groups and the engagement by the community, which was something new and something I was seeing for the first time. So it hasn't probably sunk in, but it does. It did feel like with the momentum on the ground and what we were seeing in the district that this is where the race was headed.
And what do you think, Ms. Sherrill, Sandra Book with Channel 7, what do you think made the difference for voters?
You know, I think what this is a real win for bipartisanship. So I have heard again and again from people who want to make sure that we have quality and affordable health care, that we have a tax plan that invests in our families, that we have good infrastructure. But that was kind of one set of policy issues that they wanted to see enacted in Congress. But then the overarching feel was Congress just isn't working. Leaders in Congress spend too much time fighting each other and not enough time working together for the legislation this country needs.
What do you think you're going to be able to do to I guess, help cut through that gridlock?
Well, you know, I think what we need to see is people on both sides of the aisle working together, agreeing with the president when he's right and when standing up to him when he's wrong, and then working on the initiatives that people across this country want to see. So I'll tell you that, you know, I have some very progressive and very conservative areas in the 11th district, and yet everybody in the 11th district wants quality and affordable health care. Everyone in the 11th district wants to see infrastructure spending. We want to see a better tax plan. And I think these are issues that there's a lot of support for across the country, and that's where we need to start moving the country.
Sherrill, Jackie Becker from WNBC. Senator Duckworth says that women are now leveraging their military experience in public office like men have been doing for decades, forever. Do you think that played a huge role in your win?
You know, I think people in this district are looking for somebody who they can count on to put the country first. And so when you're a veteran who's taken an oath to support and defend the Constitution, you have a proven record of doing that. So I do think that helped people make their decisions when they went to the polls.
Mikie, there's an unprecedented number of women running for Congress this year. What does it mean to you to be a part of that, and more significantly, to be the only female right now in New Jersey whose campaign has now won?
You know, it's been great to see it across the country, and I've gotten to know a lot of the women that are running. They are extraordinary. They've been a great source of support, and I think we can see some good things coming down the road as far as women's health care and supporting choice, supporting Planned Parenthood, issues like that. I'll tell you that in my own background, it was really Senator Gillibrand and Congresswoman Annie Custer who came to the floor to talk about military sexual assault in a way that hadn't been discussed. So these are some of the things that I think we can expect from having some great women in Congress.
And to follow up on that, is there an initiative that you want to champion, not just for women, but considering, you know, women's, kind of the year of the woman, is there a significant issue that you want to champion?
You know, certainly I think there are broad issues that are important to women and men and families, but I would, with particular respect to women, I'd like to see our VA facilities ready for the group of women veterans in a way that I don't think they're all ready for right now.
Mikie, Claude at the Star-Ledger, nice to see you again. Congratulations.
Nice seeing you. Thanks.
Do you feel like the way you campaign is instructive for Democrats nationally? Meaning, most of what you campaign on was what you were for, infrastructure, spending, that kind of stuff, concrete examples, rather than the sort of hashtag resistance, oppose everything that Trump says, respond to everything that Trump says. Do you think that's instructive for Democrats if they want to win in 2020?
You know, I haven't seen enough about the other campaigns across the country. I think it was important to run that way here in the 11th district because just knowing people here, and we have a very educated electorate, people really want to know what the plan is. So,
well, Hillary lost by a point here, so that's why I was asking.
You know, I can't speak for the larger narrative right now, but I do think that was important here. Hi.
Of the issues you're focused on, what do you think your younger millennial constituents are most concerned about, most interested in?
You know, I think our millennials are concerned about their future here. Are they going to have crushing student debt? Are they going to be able to get a good job? Are they going to be able to stay here in New Jersey? Or like 85% of the people leaving between the ages of 18 and 25, going away to find work elsewhere. So I think when I talk to students and stuff, they want a vision for the future. They want to, I think, believe in our country and our democratic ideals, and they also want to see what their path forward is in this country.
One or two more questions, guys. Jerika Dunn from CBS News. How do you keep the momentum going, and what are you planning on doing day one?
How do I, or how did I?
How do you keep
How do
the
I?
momentum going?
Well, we have a very active electorate, and I'm sure the momentum will keep going because I know they're going to hold me accountable, and they are going to be focused on what we can do to move the district forward. So I'm hoping that we can fight hard for some great legislation for New Jersey and keep having our active groups engaged. I think we'll also see some great candidates on the state and local level out of this race, which will create momentum and grow the bench for the future.
In terms of day one, though, what do you plan to do? Sort of what's your outline as soon as you get in?
Well, I think what's really critical is to build bridges, to get moving forward on some bipartisan legislation on a better tax plan and tax reform, on quality and affordable health care, on an infrastructure spending package, and an idea of where we're headed with infrastructure in this country. And then I'd like to see some good gun safety legislation as well.
Mike,
Who do you want to see be the next speaker?
Excuse me?
Who would you like to see be the next speaker?
There have been some great people that I know are in Congress right now. They haven't come forward to say they're running for speaker, so I'm excited to see who's going to come forward.
Mikey, Morris County in particular has not had a Democratic congressperson in forever. Now they have two. Are you going to reach out to the Republican leadership that's still here and explain to them how are you going to work with them?
Certainly, I've already reached out to some of them during my campaign, saying, I'd love to talk to you if this works out. They've been very interested and engaged, and I'll continue to do that, and reach out to the various mayors, senators, assembly people to see how I can best help the 11th district. To me, it's not about whether they're Democrats or Republicans, but really what we can do together to move this district forward.
I changed it.
Are you going to be out and about with voters tomorrow, and what are your plans for tomorrow?
I have quite a few planned. We have a packed schedule tomorrow. I'm not sure if we have any public events tomorrow. I think Jackie will do. We might have one event at least that'll be
I'll
public.
let everybody know.
You're never going to be left alone.
No more grocery shopping in my sweats.
You put together a team of millennials who really love to champion the causes that you connected with voters on. Do you believe that was the difference maker in this campaign? That it was led by a team of millennials?
They were certainly a difference maker. Millennials or not, they were some of the hardest working people on any campaign across the nation. Some of the best work as far as running the campaign, managing the campaign, communications, finance, fundraising, community outreach. It's been spectacular. So I'm not sure if it's because of their age, but it's certainly because of their gifts and their work ethic.
Quick question.
I'm Lauren Clark from the New York Times. So I was just wondering, for the moderate Republicans in this district, what do you think, what messages do you had that want them to heard in this election?
Well, I think the moderate Republicans, much like the Democrats and the independents throughout the district, want to see new leadership in Congress. They want to see legislation coming out of Congress. They want to see bipartisan legislation. They don't want to see their Congress people fighting each other more than fighting for the country. They want to make sure we have a tax plan that invests in New Jersey. They want to make sure we have quality and affordable health care for everyone, get the prices down, but really have good coverage for people, keep the pre-existing conditions clause. They also want to make sure that we're moving forward on infrastructure. So, we just in New Jersey, I think it's going to be very hard to grow our economy if we don't improve our infrastructure right now.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone.
Morristown.